Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Saturday Morning Western Roundup. Today we're going to do a tale of the tape, if you will. We're going to talk about Howard Hawks' Rio Bravo and contrast that with his other film, El Dorado. Now, if I'm a little punchy this morning, I was up till 3 a.m. closing out Alien Alamo on Artist Pro Secrets channel with Ethan, and we had a great time. But this old man is not used to being up till 3 in the morning, so I'm a little punchy this morning. So without further ado, let's get ready to rumble. So in this corner we have the 1959 Rio Bravo. Ouch.
Never be another like Rio Bravo, with its thundering story of raw courage against overwhelming odds, and its once-in-a-lifetime combination of today's hottest star names.
These old trailers crack me up.
And here at Rio Bravo, nothing can tear them apart.
Not even a tangent like it.
Maybe you're right, Stumpy.
Huh?
You're a treasure.
This is a good scene.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Really?
Tired, aren't you, John T? It's a nice hot bath.
All I want is a drink.
Then this is all I can do for you?
I told him you were one of the best.
I'll tell you what I'm a lot better at, Mr. Wheeler. That's minding my own business. No offense, Sheriff.
Well, it ain't acting.
Hands up.
I said, where are you going?
You got no use for a man you can't depend on. One bad night and I'm done.
Better go easy on that stuff. And these three you had.
Yep. You'd be lying, because that's what I am. A soft-headed idiot. There isn't any other explanation for staying around here and inviting myself into this.
Round the bend, he'll be waiting. My rifle, pony, and me. My rifle, my pony, and me.
This has been one of the few peaceful scenes from the picture Rio Bravo, with John Wayne, Dean Martin, and Walter Brennan here. And a new girl, Angie Dickinson.
Tell him about Ricky Nelson.
Oh yeah, that's me. Come and see us.
All right. And in this corner, we have 1966 El Dorado, again starring John Wayne and directed by Howard Hawks.
Howard Hawks and John Wayne, who gave you two of the classic westerns of all time, Red River and Rio Bravo. Now add Robert Mitchum to the combination in El Dorado, the story of two close friends who didn't need any enemies to start a war.
What the hell are you doing here? I'm looking at a tin star with a drunk pinned on it. Help me up out of here, Cole.
Wayne and Mitchum. A pair of bull-headed battlers who lock horns and then join forces against the best guns in the West.
We're gonna shake them up, will you? Keep them occupied while we move in. Ready? Let's make some music.
And with them, Charlene Holt as Maudie, a fine figure of a woman who stretches friendship to the breaking point.
I thought you'd forgotten all about me. I thought that
You know something, Cole? I think we better get ourselves a new girl.
Yeah.
you better not.
Why not?
I'm girl enough for both of you.
A new star, James Caan as Mississippi, who tries to take on the gunslingers with a knife. Plus a little help. Michelle Carey as Joey, part girl, part wildcat.
Just hold still now, miss. Hold still? You're gonna lose your clothes. Keep that.
I reckon you won't shoot any more little boys, mister.
Arthur Honeycutt as Bull, an old reprobate who blows a loud horn and draws a long bow.
What are you gonna do now?
We've got two cripples, a green kid, and a noisy old
Indian fighter.
Indian fighter. How the hell do I know?
Like that.
A beat-up band of misfits with nothing to lose but their lives.
There's a little question unanswered between us.
Which one of us is best?
That's right.
All right, we get the point there. So, before we start to compare and contrast these two movies, we have to understand where they came from. Rio Bravo came first, obviously, in 1959, and it grew out of Wayne and Howard Hawks' such dislike of the Gary Cooper High Noon movie. I think they actually offered that to Duke, and he turned it down because he felt it was very un-American that when the sheriff in High Noon, when Will Kane goes to the townspeople for help, they all run like scared rabbits, and they want the sheriff to do the job, the dirty work for them. And Wayne and Hawks felt that was unrealistic and un-American because men of action would help the sheriff, to protect their town because, let's say, 6 bad guys come into town, and 2,000 men would gather together to kick their ass out of there. So they wanted to do their version of it, which is pretty much a very similar plot in that the sheriff in Rio Bravo has odds against him, and his friends offer to help, but instead of the friends turning the sheriff down, the sheriff turns the friends down because he wants professionals. He doesn't want ranchers who are afraid or are thinking of their wives and children when the gunfire starts. And so that's how Rio Bravo came about. Howard Hawks always felt like if something worked once, it'll work great again. So they did some slight twists and came out with El Dorado. But basically, they're very similar plot lines. So, and they also did it a third time with Rio Lobo, which is a much more inferior film. But I think these two can stand up to each other. So we'll start with Rio Bravo because it came first. And anybody who knows me and has heard me talk about all these Westerns knows I hate this movie. I cannot stand Rio Bravo. I probably feel the way about Rio Bravo that Wayne and Hawks felt about High Noon. Not that, it was un-American or anything like that, but just that the execution of this film drives me nuts. I find it's populated with an incredible cast. I mean, we start with John Wayne, of course, who just eats up the screen. Dean Martin is fantastic as this alcoholic gunfighter or former sheriff, a dude. Ricky Nelson, well, he's Ricky Nelson. He's horrible. I like his singing. I like when he goes into his My Rifle, My Pony, and Me, and then he does his little Cindy song, and those are great. Obviously, songs of the day and not of the 19th century, but that's cool. I mean, but he really is he doesn't know what to do with his hands in this movie. You know, he delivers lines and he goes like this. Well, Sheriff, ba 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 ba, and he's just watching with his hands throughout this whole movie. Angie Dickinson again is beautiful. She's starting out in this, and I don't necessarily blame her acting in this film, but maybe just her dialogue. She's really. I don't believe the romance that crops up between her and John T. Chance, the sheriff. And every time she delivers his name, well, John T., you know, I just cringe. I just cringe. Walter Brennan, one of the greatest character actors, and I think he holds the record for the most Academy Award nominations. I mean, or wins. I read something about that. Walter Brennan is outstanding in everything, but is annoying as hell in this movie as Stumpy. The whole damn movie drives me absolutely nuts. Ward Bond, great actor, great friend of John Wayne, been in a million things. But when he comes on the screen, he has this line of just horrid exposition. Now, well, Chance, you know, it's your old pal, Pat Wheeler. You know, he practically gives everything but his pant size in this line of exposition. John Russell as the bad guy, Nathan Burdett, is great 50s Western star. Pedro Gonzalez, great Mexican character actor, but he's there for comic relief in this, and it's just cringeworthy when he's arguing with his wife, Consuela, in this movie. Claude Akins, he's great. He plays Joe Burdett, the guy who starts everything in motion. I love Akins as a bad guy. He's great in everything, and he's great in this too. There's some good stuff in Rio Bravo. I mean, the sets, the way it's filmed, the cinematography is all very good. The music, I like the songs that they put in there. The plot is good. I mean, it's got a Lee Brackett script. It's just the casting or the characters in this cast that I find it's like nails across a blackboard for me. This movie, Rio Bravo, is definitely a more sophisticated film than, say, El Dorado, but El Dorado's a much more fun film. And you know, when you're comparing the characters to their actors, okay, John Wayne is Cole Thornton in El Dorado, and he's a sheriff. Robert Mitchum is the drunk sheriff. Actually, Cole Thornton's not a sheriff. He's a buddy to the sheriff, who Robert Mitchum is playing the Dean Martin role. And Mitchum can stand up to anybody. Mitchum is great. He's great in this. He delivers some funny lines. James Caan, in the beginning of his career, is in this. He's the, I guess, Ricky Nelson character. Not as interesting a character, I think, as Ricky Nelson's, because Colorado was a seasoned sort of, I don't want to say he was a gunfighter, but people knew he had the goods to back things up. James Caan didn't. I mean, he was good with a knife, and he had his own little backstory revenge tale going on in here. Charlene Holt is sort of the love interest in this. I guess she's the Angie Dickinson character. And the relationship between Holt and Mitchum and Wayne is much more believable than the Angie Dickinson one, because there's a past there. When we meet her and them together, it's already acknowledged that they all know each other, and it feels that way. Whereas in the first one with John T. T. Chance meets Angie Dickinson, it's like this thing lights up out of nowhere. You know, there's just no sparks there at all. I don't get it. Paul Fix, the perennial in John Wayne films, taught him the John Wayne walk, in fact, is in this. He plays Dr. Miller. But Arthur Honeycutt, here's the other parallel. Arthur Honeycutt is the Walter Brennan character. Now, I like Arthur Honeycutt in all the Westerns I ever see him in. He's a fine character actor. Is he on the level of Walter Brennan? No, he's not. But in this movie, he's a much better character. Yeah, he's much more interesting. He's not as annoying. R.G. Armstrong is in this. Edward Asner. Christopher George plays McLeod, the gunslinger who, you know, everybody fears. And Johnny Crawford has a small role, and he ends up shooting John Wayne. Johnny Crawford, of course, from The Rifleman, played Mark McCain in my favorite TV Western, The Rifleman. The cinematography in this film is amazing. Some of those night scenes, the way they're lit, is fantastic. It's a beautiful film to look at. It's also got a Lee Brackett script, so written by the same screenwriter. Lee Brackett also was a screenwriter on The Empire Strikes Back. So of these two films, you know, of course, I like this one better. I think it's a much more fun film to watch. The critics seem to love Rio Bravo. I can't get through it. I bought it again recently on Vudu just to give it another try. And I got about 15, 20 minutes into it, and I had to turn it off because the ending is great in this. It has a much more climactic ending. And in fact, it was so good, Hawks used it again for Rio Lobo. So the kind of finale at the end is a little bit more dramatic in Rio Bravo than it is in El Dorado. But so there's the two films. You should watch them. Try and watch them back to back so you can, you know, compare and contrast them. I know I'm an island on this one. I don't like Rio Bravo, but I like this. And my pal Chuck Dixon and I, we've been friends for many years, 30, probably almost 35 years. And this is one of the few things we really don't agree on. He loves Rio Bravo. I like El Dorado. And never the twain shall meet. So, good morning, everybody. Let's see who's here. Pop Culture Avenger is in. Good morning, sir. Congratulations on your Alien Alamo campaign that ended with a bang last night. And happy birthday. Thank you. Yeah, we ended Alien Alamo last night. And it was my birthday. And a lot of people showed up. We had a great stream on Ethan's channel. We had Billy Tucci was in. Dan Frago was in, Adam Post was in, John Malin, Andy Smith, Art T. Bear. So we had a few of the professionals who were in there supporting me and up all night till 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it was a long night, but it was very worthwhile. The backers came out and we closed the Alien Alamo really strong. In fact, even stronger than the Chinook was, which is what you're always hoping for. You want to build each project. You want the next one to be even better than the last, and Alien Alamo did even better. So that's fantastic. But it's in demand. So it's just not it's not what's considered a live campaign. It's in demand. So it's still available to get everything in there, all the packages up until the point where I start to fulfill, which should be around December. I'm a trooper. Really enjoyed the stream last night. Thank you, sir. Rob Fellows, best birthday wishes to Graham Nolan, the Alamo Achiever. Thank you, sir. Dr. Mask, hail Graham, hail chat, true professional, stream all night and still up for the 9 a.m. Yeah, I wasn't sure how that was going to work out. If I was going to just crash dead to the world and be able to make it for the show this morning. But I was smart enough to, since it was my birthday, I could do what I wanted. So I took a nap in the afternoon for a couple hours to prepare for the nighttime show. I can't tell you the last time I was up till 3 a.m. And we streamed for 6 hours. I don't know how Ethan does it. The man's a machine. Fearless Freep is here. Howdy, Graham, and the rest of you cowpokes. Ricky Nelson, how much acting did he do? Too much. Well, he was on his parents' TV show. What was the name of that show with the Nelsons? It started as a radio program, became a TV show, and it had wasn't All in the Family. I can't remember the name of it. But it was a long-running show, and the Nelson boys were all on it. Ricky grew up on that show. And by the time they made Rio Bravo, he was a teenager and he was singing rock and roll. He's actually an early pioneer of rock and roll too. He's sort of on the ground floor there. Howard Hawks did not want him in this movie. He thought he was too lightweight, and he was right. But he did bring in the kids. He did bring in the rock and roll lovers, and Hawks admitted that he probably added $2 million to the bottom line. So, a good business decision for sure. Angie Dickinson, wow, what a sexy lady. Yeah, and she had that sex appeal all through her life, pretty much. Even by the time she was doing Policewoman, she was, in her 40s? And she looked amazing. Victor Thomas says, good morning, everyone. Dave Righteous, good morning. Good morning, sir. Christopher Palmer, I do love Wayne's hat in Rio Bravo. Yeah, it's a cool hat. But Wayne looks great, too, in that film. Between those 7 years that the two films are separated by, the Duke ended up having lung cancer and having a lung removed. It slowed him down a bit. Frank Fosco. Hello, Frank. He's drooling over Angie Dickinson. That's okay. I'm looking at a tin star with a drunk pinned on it. That's a great line. James Caan has the stupidest cowboy hat in El Dorado. Yeah, they even make fun of it, too, and make fun of him, which is cool. Good morning, Otis. Happy belated birthday. Great stream last night, and congrats on over 1,000 backers for the Alien Alamo. Thank you. Hillary Barta is in the safe camp. He likes Bravo. Hey, Jake. Good morning, Graham. Or is it more like good night at this point? I think I'm due for another nap this afternoon. Aaron Sarg, good morning. Good morning, sir. I thought Ricky Nelson and Angie Dickinson were pretty poor, but I liked Rio Bravo overall. El Dorado is virtually the same movie, but for the same reason, I didn't like it as well. But for some reason, I didn't like it as well. Well, everybody's got different taste. I liked it. I liked it better. Past Master Dan says, good morning. Good morning, Dan. Hi, my understanding was that Hawks dislike it because a pro wouldn't ask for help. Where did the un-American comment originate? I read it, I believe, as a John Wayne quote in one of, it might have been in John Wayne American, a big book about the life of John Wayne, which is really, really good, and I highly recommend it. But yeah, they didn't like, I think it was Zinnemann who did High Noon. They just thought it was un-American for men not to stand by law and order and to stand by the sheriff. And I can understand where Hillary's coming from, because Hawks was always about the professional. All his movies were about, all his main characters were, whether they were flyers or they were military men or cowboys or gunfighters or whatever. It was always about the professionalism of whatever that profession was. Hand actor? Talking about Ricky not knowing what to do with his hands. Dave Righteous, Dino was really phenomenal. Dino's greatness. He really is. He was coming off, the Jerry Lewis movies, I think just a couple of years. And he was establishing himself as a very well-respected dramatic actor as well. Keith is in the Rio Bravo camp. It's his favorite movie. Well, I hope I didn't ruin it for you. Ben Schaefer loves them both. I like the dialogue and character dynamics more in El Dorado. Agreed. That's, I think, why it's a much more fun and put together film. Freep is in the Rio Bravo camp. Oh, thanks, Frank. Yeah, Ozzie and Harriet. Duh. Ethan carb loads with pie and beer before he streams. That's why he can last that long. Carb loading will make me tired. Although I did my share. I had lamb stew for my birthday dinner and Guinness. And I continued with the Guinness during the stream. But I manned up and I got through. I love both these films equally. I even kind of like Rio Lobo, if I've had a drink or two. Rio Lobo was the first John Wayne movie I saw in the movie theaters. My brother and I, it was a double feature, and I think it was paired up with Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. And as kids, we were probably going to see Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, but we were exposed to John Wayne on the screen, and we were like, Bed Knobs and Broomsticks sucks. This is a great movie. Rio Lobo wasn't a great movie, but for us at that age, it was great. Good morning, Kenneth, and thank you for the birthday wishes. We're going to have to agree to disagree. That's okay. That's what makes America great. Pop Culture, yes, I was. Oh, somebody had asked if Pop Culture Avenger was up last night for the stream. Yes, he was. I could off-watch those guys all night long. Excellent. Glad you were there for the party. Pastmaster Dan, did it hit 60,000? No, it didn't. It hit 71,000. Day one into your 60th year, eh? Happy birthday, Graham. Yep, I'm starting that 60th revolution around the sun. Vaughn Knoll says, morning, amigos. El Dorado is less stereotypical than Rio Bravo, but when you need background noise while working, both are perfect. Yeah. I think it's Vaughn's birthday today. I thought I saw something come across. If it is, happy birthday, Vaughn. Man of War, 665, Neighbor of the Beast. Sorry he missed it, and happy belated birthday. Thank you, sir. Haven't checked this morning, but I think it topped 70. It did. It hit over 71. and over 1,000 backers. Really close strong. Oh, good Lord. Thankfully, Julie and I have a dinner date with friends tonight, so there'll be no streaming for me. Sorry I was late. Congrats on hitting 70K on Alien Animal and unlocking that autograph stretch goal. Oh, I didn't even check to see if the stretch goal was unlocked. Oh, that's great. Very cool. I believe that's where all the books get signed. Well, all the wraparound covers get signed. Paul Roper, happy afternoon-ish from the UK. Well, hello there. Let's see here. El Dorado has the catchiest tune. Ride, Bowley, ride. I think it's Bowley. I do like the Rio Bravo one too. You know, when the rolling Rio Bravo rolls along or something like that. That's great. I'll bet that Nelson's nose rubbing was a suggestion from Hawks. He'd watched Bogart's lip rubbing and was likely trying to give Nelson a visual shtick. It's possible. Frega, this guy's a man's man here. The guy had just had kidney stones removed. He's in intense pain, and he shows up for the stream. What a gamer. Thanks, Dan, and thank you for coming into the stream last night and holding up. You were awesome. Don't push it, Eric. 59. I've completed 59. I'm starting the 60th. I got 364 days to hit 60. How sad do I look? Graham has 7 years on me and went to bed at 11. Hey, this is a no judgment zone, brother. I'm usually in bed around 10, 10:30, something like that. Can't go wrong with any Hawks. Such a versatile director. Yeah, I love Howard Hawks. One of my all-time favorite films of anything, as everybody knows, is The Thing from Another World. And everybody knows Christian Nyby did not direct that. 1,000 backers is key. Yeah, it's a magic number. That's for sure. Stream the dinner date. Hey, everybody, here we are. Kidney boulders. They were. Yeah, I was talking about it last night. I've seen moon rocks that were smaller than what Dan passed. You're my dude. Yep, it's Bowley. I'm ruled by autocorrect. Yeah, it screws me up all the time too. Well, everybody, looks like I've got everybody covered here. Thanks as always for coming into these streams. Tuesday for the storytellers, we have the great Ron Garney, and he'll be talking about his successful campaign with Keanu Reeves on Berserker and his career at Marvel. And he's an incredible illustrator and storyteller. So we'll be talking with him on a special night. It's not Wednesday. It's not the normal Wednesday night. It'll be Tuesday night. Why is that? Because Wednesday night is the high holy day for us Irish people. It's St. Patrick's Day. So we'll have family over and we'll be eating corned beef and cabbage and drinking Guinness. And I won't be able to do the stream Wednesday. So we're going to do it Tuesday. So tune in for that. And then come back here next Saturday. Oh, wait, no. Before Saturday, you got to tune in on Friday. another one at special time, Friday at 2 o'clock, the Professionals. All the guys, we're going to do a what if show. I'll be asking what if questions to all these guys. But the key to this one is it's going to be at 2 o'clock because it's going to be a day drinking show. So bring your cocktails, and if you got some what if questions, put them in the chat, and it's going to be a little afternoon party. So show up for the Professionals. It'll be on my channel Friday at 2 o'clock. So that should be it for now. Next Saturday's movie, I haven't decided yet, but you'll find out as soon as I know. I'll post about it. So thanks again for tuning in, guys. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you Tuesday. Have a good one. Bye-bye.